Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this WrestleMania 32 prediction video coming live from Lord of Eyes Studios. How are you, Lord of Eyes?
I'm good, thank you, Ajax. Yes, my studio, my bedroom, WrestleMania, it's come around so fast.
Yeah. So we're doing this video in a different place today. Feels good.
It's good to get out.
Yes.
Well, I say get out. It's good for you to get out.
Yeah, you're in your room.
In my niche.
You're in your room. Yeah.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good.
Anyway.
Right, so we've got what, 11 matches?
Yeah.
11 matches, right. So, number 1, Kalisto versus Ryback.
Oh.
So we're going to talk about, let's just start again.
Okay.
Talking about, we're predicting the matches, but we're also just talking about them, the build-up, how they come to be, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Whether they make sense, which is a big factor nowadays.
Well, that's what me and Lord of Eyes here, we talk about wrestling.
Yeah.
We talk about wrestling a lot, and this is kind of one of the issues that we have with the current day products.
I've almost had it with WWE people, let me tell you.
Yeah.
They can't push me too much further.
Well, what is it? If you don't like WrestleMania, you're going to stop watching it forever.
If I don't like this pay-per-view, if it doesn't impress me, I'm gonna stop watching wrestling.
I was gonna stop watching wrestling
until
Seth Rollins comes back. Is that am I right?
I think so. Yeah, 1 minute.
Oh my god! What is that?
Until he comes back, yes, I'm gonna stop.
I'm just hoping that actually sounded good, because if that's messed up with my microphone, then it's just all gonna crackle.
Anyway,
yeah, Kalisto versus Ryback. Awful build-up.
Yeah.
Out
of nowhere, you got a Ryback who's contender for the Intercontinental Championship. I know that was a while ago. You do have participants changing the championship they go for, but it is out of nowhere, isn't it?
Yeah, he was tagging with Kane and Big Show against the Wyatts.
Right.
They won, which made no sense.
Of course.
And then they lost because Ryback walked out on them. And then he challenged.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
okay, so has Ryback turned heel?
Yeah, kind of, sort of. Or it's just become more.
That's the dynamic.
Or it's just become like more aggressive.
Okay.
I don't know if he's like actually a heel.
So if he wins this, it's safe to say that they're going to build him up.
Yeah, but I don't think to the prediction. I don't think he's going to win.
It makes sense to have Kalisto win.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
He beat Del Rio, which was a big underdog story. Let's continue it on until someone can take it off Kalisto and have it mean something when he loses.
Yeah. Kalisto's a popular guy as well.
Yeah.
Like he's like, I don't want to say the next Rey Mysterio, because Rey Mysterio is Rey Mysterio and Kalisto's Kalisto, but he does fit that sort of underdog sort of
that makes sense.
Character. So I don't think it makes sense to take it off him.
So prediction,
Kalisto, yeah.
Sorted.
And with the build-up as well, why would you make Ryback win? It just doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Right, the big women's tag team match.
The one everyone's been waiting for.
I haven't actually thought of a prediction for this.
No, I haven't. We'll make it up as we go along.
Yeah.
Right, so Brie Bella, Paige, Natalya, Alicia Fox, and Eva Marie versus
Bad and Blonde, Llama, Summer Rae, Naomi, Emma, and Tamina.
Ooh.
So you got two women here that have come up from NXT on each team, like just now. So that's Emma and Eva Marie. They've both been on the main roster before, both been in NXT for a bit. And both teams are kind of random because you had Brie Bella, Paige. They were on different teams. Like you had the Bellas and Alicia Fox, and you had Team PCB and all that.
You had Sasha Banks as well.
Yeah.
Well, personally, I think we've got Lana and Summer Rae in the same team here. I think there could be some conflict.
See, WWE often doesn't make sense, so maybe they're going to get on really well. But you would expect with that whole Dolph Ziggler, Rusev thing, you'd expect there to be some sort of
maybe that could even cost them the match.
Yeah, and Lana's not really a wrestler, so it'd be interesting. Maybe she's been training.
She's good to look at, though.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, for all you women
Lord,
fans,
Lord
that was not a sexist remark.
Lord of Eyes.
She is objectively good to look at. Anyway, I'm going to go with... Oh, you know what? I think the Total Divas will win.
I do.
I think it's because popularity, because of T-shirt sales and whatnot. It doesn't.
And
Total
Divas, obviously, it's a TV show. It's the reality TV show, and they're all on.
It doesn't make sense to have Bad and Blonde win, especially how there's a lot of names who weren't originally in. Sasha Banks isn't there, so they don't have that force. I think Total Divas.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, Eva Marie obviously kind of debuted. I don't think she's had a match just yet, but onto the main roster. to help the Total Divas, and WWE, whilst no one likes her, whilst she got booed coming out to help them, they seem like they really want to push Eva Marie. So I think they're gonna kind of Eva Marie. They're gonna like portray it as Eva Marie's like come to save the other guys because. Basically,
so have the other ones getting beaten up,
and like Eva Marie will like save it, and then because they want her to be popular,
maybe even get the pinfall or submission.
Yeah, because basically Bad and Blonde were like ganging up on all the other women and stuff, so it just kind of makes sense.
Sorry, I thought you were going to say Bad News Barrett then.
Bad News Barrett. I don't think Bad News Barrett was ganging up on women. Let's hope not. But yeah, you basically, I think Total Divas definitely. Eva Marie's like they want to push her.
Agreed.
It makes sense.
Let's go with that.
Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Oh, okay.
So we've got where's the roster for the announcements for this so far?
Let's have a little look. Let's see what we can find. I've lost it.
It was on the page you were on.
Oh, is it?
Should have been. Oh yeah, it's up here. Sorry guys, we're just trying to find this because all the pages have mixed up. Where were we at?
Well, who do we know that's been announced? Right, we know that the Social Outcasts have been announced.
Yeah.
So we're
got it.
So we're saying.
So it's the Social Outcasts. So Heath Slater,
Curtis Axel, Adam Rose, Bo Dallas. Okay, who else? We've got Big Show Kane.
Yeah.
Tyler Breeze, Darren Young, Damien Sandow, Fandango, Goldust, Jack Swagger, Connor, Mark Henry, R-Truth, Victor. And I think there's a couple more.
Well, yeah, that's not 20 people. So it's a 20-person match. So there's going to be a few more, but they've not been kind of officially announced
yet. Did I see Braun Strowman there earlier?
It's a possibility. It's not official yet, I don't think, but it's a possibility.
So it's all speculation. I think what they'll do is to have your mind going in different directions before WrestleMania is they'll be saying, all these people are in it. Who do you think is going to win out of these people? There'll be someone that they won't announce till last minute.
Yeah.
Could possibly
which could be the winner.
Be the underdog.
They might not be announcing them for a reason.
I really don't think it would be a bad thing to have R-Truth win. I think he's got. It would be so comical. Have him. I don't know how they would do it, but create a really funny sort of way for him to win. But then again, he could also eliminate himself.
Well, I don't think he's going to, because at the moment they've had the Goldust and R-Truth, and they've been kind of going back and forth. I think at first R-Truth wanted to form a tag team, and Goldust was saying no. Then something happened, I can't remember quite what, and then Goldust wanted to form a tag team. R-Truth was then saying no, it kind of like turn like a corner. So I think basically there's going to be like some like double elimination with them two, like maybe Goldust will try and help R-Truth, and they'll be eliminated together. But I honestly think out of the guys who are announced, I think Kane, because Big Show won last year, and they're both big guys, and it kind of seems like they're just trying to give like the older guys that kind of like last victory sort of thing.
I think it's a fair prediction to make. I would disagree. I think the reason they gave it to Big Show is because he is a giant. Kane is 7 foot as well, billed at 7 foot, but he's not billed as a giant. He's not billed as you consider Big Show in the same bracket as Andre the Giant.
Big Show used to be called the Giant in WCW. He was the Giant.
I think it's going to be an underdog. It's going to be someone like, obviously not like Cesaro, but Cesaro was an underdog. You weren't expecting him. I think it's going to be someone else. But I'm not going to make a prediction because I don't see any of the ones that have been announced. Well,
there's not 20 people announced yet, and you don't know until they're all in the ring. But
exactly.
I
don't think it's going to be Tyler Breeze. I don't think it's going to be Tyler Breeze.
He might
unless he uses the selfie.
I was going to say he might just bang over the top rope with a selfie stick.
We'll see.
Right, next match, because that's pretty simple. Usos versus the Dudley Boys. So am I right in saying this is just a standard tag team match?
Yeah,
standard tag team match. Again, this is one that I haven't really thought of yet. Dudley's a turned heel, Usos a face. Usos, they're a really good team, and they've got some really good double team moves, and they're really charismatic. They've not really done a lot recently.
Well, here's the thing. Dudley Boys didn't get the recognition that I think WWE wanted when they came back. Don't get me wrong, the first few matches, the crowd were ecstatic. But now...
Well, New Day was so over, there was no way of kind of putting the Dudleys over.
I think what the WWE wanted to do was have Dudley Boys come back and eventually take the titles off New Day, but that didn't happen. So now look what's happened. You've got the New Day, who have turned face, and you've got Dudley Boys who have turned heel. So what's going to happen? They're probably going to have Dudley Boys cheat in the future, take it off New Day, So they're going to have that dynamic. So anyway, I'm going to predict Dudley Boys for this one.
Yeah, so you think that's going to build them up back to face the New Day, but this time the roles will be reversed. Face New Day, heel Dudleys.
Exactly, yeah, I think that could happen.
I think you convinced me there. Convinced me there. Just because the Usos haven't really been doing much recently, and they've been with the company for a good, I want to say 6-7 years now on the straight.
They're still entertaining.
They're great. But the Dudleys they're kind of.
And Dudley Boys on a 3-year contract. You need to do something with them soon.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously the Dudleys aren't new, but they're kind of just in their kind of new contracts. So there's a lot that can be done with them that hasn't been done before.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Dean versus Brock.
Oh. Well, you kick it off. How this came about?
Okay, so there was. I forgot now.
There was at the.
I can't keep it off.
It was the triple threat at Fastlane.
That's it. Triple threat at Fastlane, and then the Raw after Fastlane. Brock Lesnar assaulted Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose, was taken off to the hospital. Comes back in his ambulance and challenges Brock Lesnar to a match. Because I think you have Paul Heyman basically asking, we want a challenge for Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, and then Dean Ambrose comes in the ambulance and says, I'll face him. No holds barred, street fight. Right,
okay. So we think that, let's be honest, in the middle of a ring with disqualification and whatnot, with disqualification, full match, what's it called? Normal rules? Normal rules.
Just normal rules.
A normal match, there's no way that Dean Ambrose is beating Brock Lesnar. The only thing that Ambrose has is the element of he just keeps coming back for more. You can't put him down. But
you can put him down for 3 seconds, he'll just get up after. So
you can put him down. I think that the no hold barred street fight could really go in his favour.
It does add a new kind of perspective to the match. A new element, okay, so there's been a couple of promos, not promos, but basically Mick Foley gave Dean Ambrose the bat covered in barbed wire. Terry Funk, Chainsaw Charlie gave him the chainsaw. So,
which is a bit brutal if you think about it.
It's a bit brutal,
just cut his head off, like we said earlier, for the free count. Yeah.
Exactly. That's the way that he could win.
Yeah.
I can see Paul Heyman getting chased.
Well, to be honest, if that happened and the ref refused to count the pin, you just cut the ref's hand off and use that.
not quite going to happen in the WWE.
No,
I don't
probably
think.
Not.
But I can see Paul Heyman getting chased away with the chainsaw. That's something I'd love to see because Paul Heyman can sell that really well.
Of course he could. Yeah.
I think Brock Lesnar's still going to win. I think they're going to put the weapons in there to make it look like Dean Ambrose can win, like chair shots,
I think
kendo
he will
stick.
do a fantastic job. I think
he's going to dirty deeds Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar 2 3/4, and then Brock Lesnar's going to kick out.
Yeah.
And
I agree. It's going to be Lesnar. But Dean Ambrose, it could be close. But at the end, I'd be shocked if Ambrose won.
At the end of the day, they want to push Ambrose, but they can't really push him over Lesnar.
They've had him lose to Reigns, though, under circumstances that are not really believable. Like when he hit him with the chair, I thought it was more pay-per-view.
Fastlane. Dean Ambrose hits them both with a chair. Brock Lesnar rolls out. So Brock Lesnar, the beast, rolls out.
Reigns with a
and
chair.
Reigns just gets straight back and
spears him 3 count, and then he lost to him a few months prior at Survivor Series as well. So I'm gonna say Lesnar.
Yeah. Well, with my point about them wanting to push Ambrose, I don't think they want to push him over Lesnar or over Reigns. But I think what my point is, they're gonna have him lose, but they're gonna have him look strong, like he can nearly beat Lesnar.
Yeah,
basically.
I agree.
Yeah.
Right.
Shane versus Undertaker.
Oh, okay. Taker next.
Now let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. So Vincent J. McMahon Award, Raw a few weeks ago. Stephanie McMahon's awarded it by Vincent Kennedy McMahon, and Shane McMahon comes out, calls the current product a joke.
Says the award is not a disgrace, but how he's given it to people, like Stephanie's giving it to someone who doesn't deserve it. The current management's a disgrace.
And
which the fans love.
Yeah, obviously, and ratings falling and stuff. So basically, the stipulation: control of Raw for Shane if he wins, and Undertaker's last WrestleMania if he loses.
Okay, I personally think Taker will win.
That's a Hell in a Cell match as well, isn't it?
Oh yeah. But what were we saying earlier? So. If Taker loses, it's his last WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Which could give him a sort of get-out clause now for retirement. But the thing is, does he really want to lose on a low like that? He wants to go out with a bang, surely. Although basically, the bang probably was before WrestleMania 30. It's gone now anyway.
Yeah, they kind of dragged it out. I mean, what Lord of Rise said earlier was that basically if he wins, that kind of confirms, you know, as long as there's no injuries or anything, kind of confirms that he's going to be at the next WrestleMania. Can Undertaker do the next WrestleMania?
It's committing him to something that's a long time away. You know?
Yeah. And he's been doing. There's been a couple of videos. He was like pulling down, like, you know that you do gym stuff. What's this when you have the bars?
Oh,
and
lat
pull
pull downs.
Yeah, he was doing 500 pounds on them, and he was like jumping up. Like,
who was
Undertaker? He's been.
geez.
Yeah, there were some videos. So like he's been doing. He like was jumping up some. I don't know how tall it was, like 5-6 foot, whatever.
Right.
So like he's not. Maybe
so he's looking okay.
Yeah, maybe he's got a bit better, but can he
Right.
do another year? Because the last few sort of matches, he's not really been able to go toe to toe with guys like Luke Harper. He's not been able to tombstone him properly.
There needs to be a lot of time spent on the ground in this if Taker's going to survive. They need to make Shane look really, really resilient.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
and obviously Shane McMahon is going to be a lot of big like moves, like jumping off stuff and whatever. I'm not saying off the top of the cell, but there will be some big like on Raw here. Elbow drops him for a tape for the announce table from like the turnbuckle. Like Shane's known for his big spots, so yeah. There's going to have to be a lot of that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But
I think in the end it just won't be enough. I don't particularly... if there's no interference... Can you interfere in a Hell in a Cell? You can, can't you?
There's no rules against it. And I mean, there was cells shut that people have thrown steps through them before, stuff like that.
If there's no interference, I honestly won't be surprised if this match lasted 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Or like 10 minutes.
It shouldn't be a long match.
It shouldn't be at all. Taker should just put him down.
Well, Shane's not really a wrestler.
No, he's not.
He's done some matches. He's not bad, but he's not been around for a while. And the Undertaker,
there'll be a fantastic entrance set. It'll all come out, then the cell will fall, and you'll be like, "Oh God, I've got shivers." But at the end,
it'll end quite quick.
Will,
Like Undertaker can't have a 20-30 minute match really,
unless it's a tag match. And strong,
or if someone like can go toe to toe with him, but Shane, it's not really believable.
No.
So Undertaker probably going to win. But if Shane wins, gets control of Raw, that would be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Quick plug here. For my video. I've started a new Wrestling Revolution 3D series, and it kind of goes from after when Shane McMahon wins. You know, obviously we don't know. He's probably not going to win, but in my thing, that's how it goes.
Check it out.
So watch one of these series for Wrestling Revolution 3D. Okay, so what's the next match? Charlotte versus Becky versus Sasha.
My thinking is, I think it's time for a new WWE Divas champion. I think Sasha Banks is going to take it. I think it's her time. She needs to. If Becky Lynch was going to win it, I think she would have won it by now. Yeah,
well, there was the interference in their last match from Ric Flair, but I think
maybe she will. Maybe it'll be an underdog. But
I don't think she will.
Popularity, giving the fans what they want. One of the best wrestlers. They're all fantastic wrestlers, but Sasha Banks needs it. And she needs to be dominant. She needs to have this title for a long time.
And that return that she had after that match, and she came and put Charlotte in the bank statement. The crowd really popped for that. So if WWE are listening and they want a new champion, they would put Sasha Banks rather than Becky Lynch.
And that move has so much like recognition now. It's fantastic. When you put someone in that, it's like it used to be like what the Walls of Jericho was like back in the day. You know?
Like you put it in, and it's just that's it.
Figure 4 leg lock, not quite as good as that, but you know.
No, exactly what you mean there.
So I'm gonna say Sasha Banks, and I think, I hope what will happen is she'll make Charlotte tap.
Yeah, that'd be good. In front of Ric Flair. Ric Flair could be trying to wheel Charlotte on, and then she taps in front of her dad, and then that could even spark something between Ric Flair and Charlotte Flair.
Yeah.
You know, like maybe he tries to get her to lose more matches and kind of just like falls out with her. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how exactly they'd do it, but I just think that could be like interesting.
That's good, man. It's all good.
Yeah, Intercontinental Championship match.
Okay. I'm gonna say, and I want. You know how strongly I feel about Owens.
Kevin Owens.
I want Kevin Owens to win, but I also never wanted him to lose the Intercontinental Championship in the first place. Which I was very.
They kind of messed that up, really.
They did. Because you're an Ambrose man.
And
I'm an Owens man, or was an Owens man. And I really
I think Ambrose winning was fine, but it's just how after
it's how they had this whole thing where Ziggler came out on Raw and beat Owens, and Neville came out on Raw and beat Owens in seconds,
exactly.
and Owens still dominated them. But why would you do that? They've ruined his image completely.
Yeah.
And then in the end, was it a fatal 4-way match where he won the championship back?
Five people,
5. So
Tyler Breeze.
Right. So Tyler Breeze.
obviously Ambrose, Owens.
Who knows who else?
Yeah, there were a couple of other people in there.
But yeah, I mean, that's one way to get it back. But then there was no rematch for Ambrose Owens. It was like they were just
Ambrose just went off to do the other things. It's like they were trying to free Ambrose of the Intercontinental Championship so we could face Reigns and
people don't
Lesnar.
notice. Like, come on, stick to your rules. This is what we meant earlier, Ajax, didn't we? When we said that it doesn't make sense anymore.
Well, yeah, and to add to this, just whilst we're on the topic, Kalisto versus Ryback, I just don't see why they couldn't have added all the other guys to that. Have that like a 7-man US Championship ladder match, and have Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental, because the storyline from NXT is built in there. In NXT, Sami Zayn had the title, Kevin Owens came and beat him up, Kevin Owens then beat him for the title. Soon after Sami Zayn was injured, he's come back, like, carried the feud on just with a different battle.
It seems like what they've done is they've looked at the card that they have so far, or as they were planning it, and they've said, we know that last year at WrestleMania 31 people loved the 7-man ladder match, so we want to put another one in.
And that's fine.
This is the way we can do it. But the thing is, I do agree with what you're saying. I think that the Owens-Sami Zayn one-on-one makes better sense, especially if Sami Zayn wins this match. It made more sense for him to pin Owens. I think.
And obviously we'll be coming to this next, like the AJ Styles and Chris Jericho match, but just to quickly touch on it in regards to this match, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn have a much better story, like I just said, from NXT than AJ Styles and Chris Jericho do, and they've already had like 700 matches. Whereas Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, I mean, if you want to go back and look on the independent circuit,
why couldn't they pop them in the US Championship match?
Yeah, that's what I think. I mean, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, you can see them wrestle hundreds of times if you look on the independent circuit, Al Generico versus Kevin Owens, but in terms of in the WWE, they've not really fought that much. Because Sami Zayn's been injured and Kevin Owens been doing his thing. So
I hope that they really do dominate the match. I'd like to see Ziggler have some.
Ziggler will do some crazy bumps
in that match, but I think at the end of the day,
realistically, we want to see Zack Ryder, Miz, Sin Cara, and Stardust
all win
out
at the same time. Grab the title and all four.
There we go. No, we want to see them kind of knocked out of the ring as much as possible, so that Owens, Zayn, and like Ziggler and Owens have had a bit of a rivalry. So even like a triple threat match, that'd be cool. Like just going into a, like making sense of a match, but. Yeah, we really want to see Ryder, Sin Cara, Miz and Stardust. We want to see them out of the ring as much as possible.
If they didn't want Owens to have the title, they wouldn't have given it back to him. So I think they know that he's the best person for the job, and Sami Zayn has just come up. There's nothing wrong with him losing to Owens. I think Owens is going to retain.
I think Owens is going to win.
But it'll be a hard battle. Sami Zayn will give him everything.
I think you're probably going to have Sami Zayn and Dolph Ziggler fighting for the title, and then maybe Owens will just dump them outside the ring. They could land on the other 3 guys, or is it other 4 guys, and he just climbs up and gets it. Something like that.
I agree.
Okay. AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho then, as we've already kind of touched on. So yeah, they've had a million matches already. They were kind of feuding, and then they became friends. They had a tag team match against the New Day, Y2AJ, and then Chris Jericho turned on AJ Styles straight after. So they literally had one match as a team. They shook hands before, had the match. Code break. I think he code breaked AJ Styles 3 times.
Oh, really?
And that's supposed to be a good move that knocks you out, yet he was able to get up or whatever.
Don't get me started.
So there's that. Really, we don't really care about this match. Well, I don't anyway. It's already been done.
I think it shouldn't have already been done. They should
save it for Mania.
They should have teamed up straight after Rumble. They should have carried this all the way up to maybe Raw last week. What day are we on? We're on Friday morning. So they should have broke it up like last week anyway, on the last couple of weeks, and then had them turn, and then there would have been such hype for this match. But it's just not like
or if you have them face each other, have them face each other in a tag match, so they don't really get to fight each other. Maybe the other 2 guys. So I don't know, you put Chris Jericho and Mark Henry and AJ Styles with someone else, and they don't really get to fight each other. So then it's like there's still that pent-up progression for Mania.
They just don't have rivalries bubbling for long enough these days. It's not enough. You don't get behind the superstars enough.
It's
That's
just
the problem.
like Kalisto and Ryback. It's just thrown in there. This Total Divas thing just thrown in there. It's all just kind of thrown in there. Shane McMahon versus The Undertaker. I mean, I'm not going to go back onto that fully, but Undertaker saying he's not working for Vince McMahon, but essentially he is. And then Shane, God knows. Shane saying that Undertaker, you're Vince McMahon's bitch. But it's not a real rivalry. It just makes no sense because they're both faces. Anyway, so AJ Styles, he's a new guy. Chris Jericho kind of always loses.
I think there's always going to be a shock, and I think that this is it. I'm gonna say Jericho. AJ Styles has already won. WWE like to balance it, don't they? Oh, no one can have a full victory over someone numerous times.
Yeah,
so
50-50 booking.
Yeah, I think Jericho's gonna take this one.
Okay, I still think it's gonna be Styles, but that's cool.
Fair
that's
enough.
Cool.
Yeah, that's our first disagreement, is it not?
I think so. Yeah. Oh.
That's alright.
Right. So New Day versus the League of Nations. Right, let's talk about this match before we make any predictions.
Okay.
So yeah, why is it not a tag team championship match? Why is it not 2-1-2? As I was saying to Lord of Rise earlier, when you have like a tag team championship match, New Day versus League of Nations, you know realistically the New Day are going to win, but still, when the League of Nations need to get that free count, your heart still does kind of go a bit. You still are a bit on edge. Whereas when it's just a battle for supremacy or whatever they're billing it as, do I care?
I think we need to remember that the tables are really turned. Normally, it's New Day that outnumber the other people.
Yeah.
But this time, it's different.
But that would be great storytelling. But the problem is that now the New Day are faces and the League of Nations are the heels, so it doesn't really. Like, if you had 4 guys that were faces against the New Day, it would be a big like, oh my god, they're finally going to get like, like they're finally going to have a taste of their own medicine. But now it's kind of like you feel sorry for the New Day because they're outnumbered.
If you look at the names in the League of Nations, right, and what they've accomplished in the past, you got Sheamus, who's won the WWE World Heavyweight Championship last year. Obviously, admittedly, he was he won the Money in the Bank.
Well, he's won it before that, though, as well.
You got Alberto Del Rio, who came in and beat Cena in minutes.
And he's a former WWE champion.
Rusev, who came in and dominated everyone. Really, the League of Nations should win, but obviously WWE like to strip people of all their goodness.
It's not going to happen.
I'm gonna say New Day. I think they need to continue what they've got going. They're very popular. I love them.
Yeah.
You souls! Oh, souls!
Booty-os!
I'm going to say New Day.
Yeah, and I think apparently there's going to be some sort of interference where the New Day will get like another member, but I don't know. Hard to say. There's been some rumours that it could be The Rock, but it's really
I doubt that.
Yeah, I doubt it too, but that's just that. So another last match. Do you want to introduce this one?
I will. I've been actually trying to get this to work.
Yeah, I can see that you're trying to do something there.
What I'm doing. I'm trying to get it. Oh, there we go. 1 minute.
Oh, have you sorted it now?
Finally working.
Okay, there we go.
Time to play the game. Okay.
Hopefully my microphone picks that up okay too.
Hopefully.
Otherwise we've got two sessions of absolute rubbish.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Well, if it was rubbish, the last music I played was Seth Rollins, by the way. But anyway, that's another story.
Yeah.
Triple H versus Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns, obviously, best wrestler in the world.
Best wrestler in the world, of course.
My favourite since day one.
Yeah, well, you better believe that.
Yeah, I do.
Is that what he says?
I believe everything that he says.
Believe that.
I believe everything that he says.
He's my childhood hero.
Mate, I've liked him since I was about 5, and I'm 22 now, so
Yeah. Was
right.
he even alive back then?
Yeah, but
I think he was.
well, yeah, because he's obviously not younger than me. But
Right.
Right. Anyway, obviously, all jokes aside,
it's a singles match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah. Let's look at the background.
I assume it's going to be the main event.
You think so?
Right. Let's look at the background.
So Royal Rumble. Well, there's been a big background. So
there has.
Roman Reigns won the title, but let's just go from the Royal Rumble because obviously there's been that kind of like power struggle between lots of people in the Authority and Roman Reigns in the Authority. But the Royal Rumble, Roman had to defend it in the Royal Rumble, his championship, and Triple H won. And when Roman Reigns got eliminated, what was I like?
Oh, he was going crazy. Honestly, Ajax was going absolutely
in a good way or a bad way?
In a good way.
I was so happy that he got eliminated. In a good way,
but also when I know we're diverging slightly. But when Triple H was holding on to the ropes and Ambrose almost knocked him off, you were going even crazy.
I know. Imagine if Dean Ambrose won.
Oh my goodness.
Imagine if Dean Ambrose won. I knew he wasn't going to, but imagine if he did.
I did think Roman Reigns would pull through and win that match.
Same, so I was glad that he lost.
I thought Triple H's entrance was fantastic. Everyone was going nuts. I love it when people go nuts.
Yeah.
Going back even further than the Rumble, if you remember when Triple H actually asked Roman Reigns to join the Authority, he tried to shake his hand, and then he got speared, and that's when he brought Sheamus down to take the title off him at Survivor Series, I believe it was.
I think it was that,
So this goes back long. So this is a massive power struggle that's been going on for many months.
Problem is, no one actually cares about it.
That's the thing.
Because
that's the thing.
Roman Reigns is supposed to be the one who's the face and who's getting beaten down.
Oh, like, he's going through all this hard shit.
If Dolph Ziggler or Dean Ambrose were in that position, people would be fully behind Dolph Ziggler and Dean Ambrose, but no one cares about Roman Reigns. I can't remember what Raw it was, but Triple H had Reigns on the table punching him. They were all cheering for it. They were cheering for it.
Like, well, when he got eliminated in the Rumble, people were going mad. Obviously, people were, hey.
I just wish I could have been there. I'd probably jumped in the ring and shook Triple H's hand, for God's sake.
And got pedigrees. Oh, right now.
Close on over the top.
I think so. It's supposed to be this hardship where WWE are going to try and spin this in one or two ways. Basically, they're going to try and... If Roman Reigns wins, and he wins absolutely cleanly, then they can't possibly think that you're going to love this. They can't say, oh, well, you got to hand it to him. He's gone through all this hardship and he's still won. Because no one cares. So, Triple H has got to win. WWE cannot be that stupid. Or Roman Reigns has to turn heel and win and cheat.
I'd like that. I don't...
But Triple H is already kind of a heel. So
but it's like Brock Lesnar though. I can't remember exactly when it happened, but he was like supposed to be a heel, and everyone started cheering for him. So now he's kind of a face.
I think the thing is Triple H as COO, Chief Operating Officer, is a heel. In the Authority. But when the game by Motorhead hits, he's a face. That's where you draw the line. So you think, oh, you badass.
And in NXT, he's essentially a face. He comes out at the start, and the lights are dimmed, and he announces the show, and everyone cheers. And have you noticed how they kind of kept him out of this whole Stephanie and Shane sort of and Vince thing? With like, I know he's got his own thing with the WWE Championship, but maybe they've the Authority kind of isn't really going anywhere at the moment. So I think there's kind of there is a bit of a split there. So I kind of think that actually Triple H kind of is the face in this in a weird way.
That makes sense.
He's not supposed to be, but he is.
But let's not discount that Rollins lost the title. We don't know whether he was going to lose the title in Survivor Series. But
I heard that he was supposed to, but internet rumours. Who knows?
But they need to. He needs to come back, and there needs to be a big story for him.
Well, I would like it if Triple H kept the title, and then Rollins comes back and they have a match. Rollins wins it back. I
would love that. But the thing is, how do you build that up? There'd have to be some build up. You'd have to stretch on.
And then Triple H has to then carry the championship for a few more months.
Love to stretch stuff on.
They
love fillers. But you know what? I'm actually torn. I actually don't know.
I think it's going to be Reigns.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say Reigns too. I'm gonna have to say Reigns because Triple H does have a job and he is semi-retired.
He wrestles now and then, sort of thing.
And there's no one else. There's no one else until Rollins comes back.
Everyone's injured, aren't they?
But when does Rollins come back? Like, obviously, if we assume he comes back after 9 months. He got injured just before...
He got injured last time they were in England, so we're going to see a show in April, so it was November.
November, so...
it's April now.
December, January, February, March. So 5 months ago, so we got another 4 months potentially until he comes back.
But it could just be another month, because it was 6 to 9 months that he was out.
Okay.
So,
Okay, you know what? If it's another month, I wouldn't be surprised if Triple H kept it.
It depends on how they're tracking his progress and what his doctors are saying, I guess.
Or maybe like Roman Reigns wins it, Triple H gets the rematch, and then they cash it in for a triple threat. Who knows? Anyway, you're predicting Roman Reigns. I'm probably going to have to predict the same thing.
Triple H really should win. Like, everyone wants Triple H to win, and no one really wants... I mean, Roman Reigns is a hard one, because obviously the crowds do boo, but do the kids like him? But the kids are just kind of overshadowed by the boos. Do the women like him, but the women don't cheer as much? I
understand, but I don't know. We understand that. They dub over, don't they? WWE
they do,
dub over the boos. And
they do sometimes,
So you think, well, what's real? So it's a bit like Cena in many ways, when his entrance music hits, all the kids go, "Let's go Cena," and then all the older hardcore WWE fans, "Cena sucks." So what we're saying about Reigns is that it seems to be a lot like that. Like, the split seems to be sort of like adults don't like him and the hardcore WWE fans don't like him, and the kids and the children do.
And I just want to say, I cheer
like
for Cena.
I
cheer for Cena. Why?
You're one of those high pitched kids, aren't you, Ajax?
Let's go Cena.
That's it. He gets very into it, don't you, Ajax?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Right. So Roman Reigns. The question is the biggest fan split are the more child fans, the more adult fans? Because
Are
the
you talking
adult
about
fans,
in terms of a business?
yeah, because that's what this stuff's based on when you think about it. Because the adult fans, they're more likely to buy merchandise for themselves, but then the kids pressure their parents
I think
to buy
that's
merchandise.
it's a good point when you hit that, but I would also say that Vince McMahon does not care about what the fans want.
No,
That's clear with stuff like
He
you're
wants-
a massive Daniel Bryan fan.
yeah,
It's clear with that.
Yeah,
he
that
didn't
took
get
a
his
while.
chance for years,
Yeah.
so he just does not care.
yeah, he wants Roman.
And he knows what he wants, yeah, and he wants Roman.
Vince wants Roman.
Roman sucks.
Oh, that should be a chant at WrestleMania. Vince wants Roman.
Roman sucks. And then Triple H could come out and everyone go, "Oh my God, it's the game!
It's Trips!
Oh, hello,
Just like
Trips."
you said, Trips!
And then oh mate, yeah.
Yeah, Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, just like you said,
I'll get
Trips.
emotional. Don't
Okay.
talk about. Anyway,
Okay.
so we're going to predict Roman Reigns, aren't we?
Yeah.
But we like Triple H.
But if Roman Reigns wins, but he turns heel, I've got no problem with that.
Okay.
Because it adds something different, it adds something new. It's kind of like, oh, what's going to go?
Some
what's
new
going to happen
gimmick.
now?
What the term that you use is Mr. Shield, isn't it?
He is Mr. Shield.
Mr. Shield,
He is
yeah.
Mr. Shield.
So I think if he gets
I'm
some
going
new
to explain
gear-
Mr. Shield because people might not know what that means. He has the same use as the Shield without the whole like Sierra Hotel, India Echo Lima Delta. I can spell
that was
Shield.
impressive.
I can spell Shield, man. He has the same theme tune except for that at the start. He comes out through the crowd. He wears the same clothes. Okay, he has his little logo on him now. He just looks the same.
Yeah.
Like he needs to
agree.
rip. He needs not because I want to see him topless, but he needs to rip that damn thing off.
does, yeah,
He
yeah,
needs
he
to get
does.
some different like tights or whatever, some different boots, and do something different.
Yeah. He doesn't necessarily need to change his trousers, just the top. Like he looks too suited up. But yeah, I agree.
I
man.
mean, Dean Ambrose, he was in the same uniform, and now he's in jeans and a wife beater vest, and he just does his own thing. He's very different to the character he played before. Seth Rollins, again, like he just has like the kind of typical like wrestler's attire, but it looks good. He should because he is a wrestler.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns isn't a police officer. Roman Reigns isn't a special forces army officer. Like what is? I
was just trying to contradict you. I was going to say Dean Ambrose isn't a thug though. Why should he go around in a tank top? But he kind of is a thug, isn't he? So,
that's kind of the whole point.
You have a point.
Because I'll explain something to you. I think it was on Chris Jericho's podcast, but I'm not sure. Basically, the idea for the Shield to start with was that they'd actually come out with riot shields and like their truncheons, their sticks, and like they would essentially be like riot police, but like a private force that like the WWE had hired to attack CM Punk. I think they were I think they were on CM Punk's side. Right. Yeah, attacking Ryback. They attacked Ryback. So it's like basically okay. So they took away the shield, they took away the sticks. Just basically, I think a few of the guys were just like, "What the hell? That just is awful." But now, like, Roman Reigns. Basically, the whole idea was that there was some sort of like special force. Now Roman Reigns, Raymond Noodles Reigns is like a special force on his own. So it doesn't make sense. But I'm rambling now. So
he is very impressive though.
In what sense?
He beat everyone.
In his mic skills, talking about Big Show as a giant that stole his money.
My cousin, Jay Uso, you're gonna pay for that one.
You know what? He did a promo and he was like, "I'm gonna climb the beanstalk and I'm gonna Superman punch the giant in the face."
Is that what everyone was just like? Boring, boring. He was like, "It's not boring. It's real life."
Yeah, it's not real life. You're climbing a damn beanstalk. And
anyway,
one more thing. He used the phrase from Looney Tunes. He said sucker and succotash. Like, what does that even mean? I cringe even saying it.
You're going to have some comments now telling you exactly what that means.
Yeah, probably, but it's from Looney Tunes. I mean, I just don't understand it. So basically, Roman Reigns needs to climb the beanstalk. He needs to learn some of the skills of the giant and turn heel.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, so Roman Reigns to turn heel.
Roman Reigns to win cleanly and him not to turn heel, I'm predicted.
Yeah, same. That just pains me.
But we'd like to see Triple H win or Roman Reigns win and turn heel. That's it.
Yeah.
We've got 3 chances.
Yeah. So, that's the end. We've finally got through it.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah. So, comment, like, subscribe. Tell us what you think of Lord of Eyes being back here.
Woo.
Well, what do you think they'll think of you?
I don't really see how you couldn't like me.
Yeah?
Apart from when I hear my voice back, I think, oh, Jesus, do I really sound like that?
Roman Reigns probably doesn't know how people can't like him, but, you know, that's what it is. Anyway, I could ramble on about ramen noodles for hours, but I'm not going to. So, I hope you like the video, and I will see you next time.
Bye-bye.